The Big Small Business Show is proudly brought to you by Saika. Choose a difference maker, choose a chartered accountant.
The Big Small Business Show, proudly sponsored by MTN Business.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. Now, as we have every year, we've got the MTN App of the Year award, and we always bring in one of the winners or the winner of one of the categories. And this year is no different to every other year, but this year we've got somebody different in studio with us. Her name is Marilyn Dutlow Munga, and she's the head of marketing for Kenna Health, and they won the MTN App of the Year award. Well done.
Thank you so much. It's an incredible privilege to win and to be here today.
So first of all, start with Kenna Health. What does Kenna Health do? And then what does the app do?
Okay, so Kenna Health is primarily an app, right? It's an app where people can access a doctor, nurse, or mental health professional from the comfort of their smartphone for only 185 Rand per consultation.
So I pay nothing every single month.
No subscriptions.
And I need a doctor. My doctor costs me 500 or 1,000 Rand, but I just get the app and I just get it for 185.
Correct. That's exactly it. You got it.
How do you get it that cheap?
That's a great question. So it's really a full stack solution of using technology really smartly, as well as working with a team of clinicians to use the right medical resources at the right time to meet the patient's need. So what does that mean? So if you download, you register in minutes, the first thing you do is you encounter our chatbot called Linda. So Linda we're using technology to capture basic information in a smart and efficient way. Instead of using an expensive resource like a very well-qualified doctor to capture that information, we leverage the chatbot. And then I mentioned a team of clinicians, right? So we work with doctors, nurses, mental health professionals. And what the app allows us to do is you see a nurse first. So after you've spoken to Linda, you chat to a nurse. And then we use the doctors and the mental health team's time only when needed. And you'll be surprised that a nurse can actually help with the vast majority of primary healthcare cases.
That's clever.
It's the smart use of technology, clinical teams to deliver an efficient solution.
So can I summarize this? You effectively are getting all the time that the doctor would have spent with you at a higher cost out of the way with a qualified but cheaper resource plus technology, the combination, to reduce the amount of time that the actual doctor spends with you, who walks in, reads that, all that information quite quickly, it's all been ascertained, and then makes his or her diagnosis.
Correct. Yeah.
And do you meet physically? Am I going to doctors' rooms or am I doing it all on the app?
Everything from the comfort of your phone, no matter where you are.
Okay.
7 days a week.
So do I have to go, like that?
Correct. Okay. You can't escape that part.
Okay. And the target audience for the app?
Great question. So our purpose is really to service the underserved. So 84% of South Africans are effectively locked out of private healthcare. I mean, cost is a huge barrier. You alluded to almost 1,000 Rand for GP. So 84% of South Africans do not have medical aid. So that's our broad audience. But as you know, as a successful business person and me as a marketer, that's not sufficient, right? You need a more deep, nuanced view on your audience. So our target audience is a lady we call Refilwe. Refilwe means the gift, and she's our gift. Refilwe is a very savvy, tech-savvy young woman between 20 and 35 years old. She conducts most of her life online, right? So she's comfortable shopping, using Uber, her studies, her work. She's a tech native. So that's the first thing about Refilwe. And obviously that's important as a digital disruptor. You want to target someone who's happy with using digital in their lives. You know, she has a very long day. She spends like 3 hours commuting to get to Sandton for her sort of first job. And there's a huge need from her, disposable income point of view, and the need for convenience, given that she lives such a demanding lifestyle of career and trying to get ahead, et cetera, et cetera.
So let's move to the App of the Year, right? You applied. What has you won? What has been the benefit of the process? If somebody is watching thinking they want to participate, what has been the benefit of the process, and what have you actually gained from winning?
So I think the process obviously starts off with submitting an entry, right? So firstly, it really crystallizes your thinking as to what your competitive advantage is in the market, right? Why should you be a contender for such a prestigious prize? So it really, it sort of stress tests your own thinking on what's your proposition, and have you really been successful in what you set out to do? I think, first off, we set out to win in the healthcare category. We had absolutely no idea we'd win overall. We simply delighted. I mean, the reception has been incredible. Firstly, to be recognized by a credible player such as MTN is such an amazing accolade, right? It lends our business credibility, which is, of course, critical as a new brand, new category. It's a marker of trust. It's a stamp of approval that these guys are delivering a quality app and a quality service. So in the market, credibility is critical. It's also given us awareness. So really boosting our brand awareness through social platforms and all the wonderful exposure such as this that we've received. And it's also been an incredible morale boost for our teams. I mean, you would know startup teams, it's a slog, right? So we've been around for just over a year. The first years, I think, are probably the toughest. I hope it gets better from here. Okay, I won't. So I think it's just such an amazing morale boost to our clinicians. They really care deeply about the work they do, our software developers, our product teams, our marketing teams. It gives people confidence that it's hard, but we're doing something right.
Marilyn, we have run out of time. Just a big thank you to MTN Business for the App of the Year award. And I always love what comes out of it, all these great new ideas, great entrepreneurs that are injecting our entrepreneurial ecosystem with newness and freshness and opportunity, because the whole ecosystem will build around you as well. And as you become successful, doctors will benefit, nurses will benefit, of course the patient will benefit as well. So congratulations once again to you. And if you've got one of those ideas out there that can change the world, do remember to apply to the MTN Business App of the Year. Well, that's it for this insert. We'll be right back after the break.